Incarcerated Platform Leadership Award ceremony. This is very, very, very dear to our heart and our, meaning C.B.S. United Incorporated. My name is Sunni Blackwell. I am the CEO and president of our organization. My father, Bernard Blackwell, is the chairman, and to my rear is Sharif Blackwell, my little big brother, executive vice president. So, I mean, this is a wonderful thing. In 2009, about 3 years ago, Incarcerated Blackwell, Lovebug Blackwell, as people knew her, she passed away suddenly. And this is our honor to her and her legacy. She's an educator for 35 years in the Chestnut School District, where she was born and raised. Mathematics and student government. Those are the things that she was very, very much into. And in her honor, we also have a scholarship that we give to Chestnut High School seniors who are eligible and meet the criteria, who are looking to go into the education field. And we will look to give out $1,000 or more each year in scholarships. Tonight's award ceremony is about community leadership. That's a dear thing. It's a great thing. It's a dear thing to us. Never in a million years, and I always say this, that I think myself that I would be into education. It's funny how my mother, she actually paved the way for my brother and I to do a lot of things. My brother, he's been a social worker in Philadelphia School District for 12 years now. And he deals with inner city children, a lot of issues and a lot of problems that come in, but he's there every day. He gives his all, and it's all about giving back. Myself, I was in the sport arena before I came into education. If you ask me, you would see me on TV right now on the sideline screaming and yelling and being a Division I basketball coach. But God had other plans for me. So I got into education 4 years ago. It's the best decision that I ever made in my life. So one day I was riding home and I was listening to this song. It's a song about Rick Ross. He's a rapper, right? Rick Ross, he's a rapper. And the song was called Tears of Joy. So I was just coming home one night, and then that song just came on in my rotation. And the words say, "Last night I cried tears of joy. What did I do to deserve this?" And then the hook says, "I don't know." So when I heard that, it was just like, Mom, like I have what I have today and what I'm doing and what I'm moving forward because of you. Because I got into education, I had the pleasure of being part of opening up an actual high school in Philadelphia. Never ever would I thought that I would do that. But it was because of the foundation that she laid down along with my father, but the community leadership, which this award is about tonight. Dr. Martin Luther King said, one question that he always asks, what are you doing for others? And I once read that he said, at my funeral, I don't want you to talk about my doctorate degrees. I don't want you to talk about all the awards that I received. I want you to talk about all the people that I've touched throughout my lifetime and that I've helped. So that's all the recipients tonight that we chose to honor for the first annual Incarcerated Blackwell Leadership Award. So can we give all our recipients a round of applause for their leadership this year? So without further ado, getting started with the program. I'm gonna do a little shotgun. I know the programs you have in front of you, like how I had like each person listed. So I'm gonna just do a little scramble. I'm gonna start with Ms. Brooke Patterson, who our organization, we've grown to form a relationship with the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation. This is one of the organizations that we give to. Diabetes is dear to us because our mother had diabetes, but also there's a lot of young people who are now becoming diagnosed with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, or maybe born with type 1. So Brooke Patterson, she's a Delaware native and grew up in Newcastle, Delaware. Brooke graduated from the University of Delaware with a Bachelor's of Arts degree in English with a concentration in journalism. She graduated from Wilmington University with a Master's of Science in Public Administration. Following her undergraduate work, Brooke did 2 years of service with AmeriCorps, a government volunteer agency that places young professionals in their communities to serve. Brooke first served as AmeriCorps Vista with the Delaware Mentoring Council as an AmeriCorps public ally at the Delaware Theater Company, DTC, as education apprentice, working to bring arts education to the community. After her AmeriCorps service, Brooke was hired at DTC as a development associate and began her career in nonprofit fundraising. After DTC, Brooke worked with Meals on Wheels in Delaware. She is currently the development manager for JDRF Delaware branch, working to raise money for the organization. Working in the nonprofit field allows Brooke to work with passionate people while helping others. She finds this career path to be very rewarding and cannot imagine doing anything else. Brooke lives in Pike Creek with her boyfriend Matthew and their pug Dante. I hope I said that correctly, Dante. All right. Without further ado, Brooke Patterson. Come up and say a few words if you may.
I just wanted to say thank you very much for this honor. It really means a lot to me for C.B.S. United and the Blackwell family to recognize me, but also for the work that you do for JDRF and helping to fund research for our cure. Really, it makes a world of difference, and we're so appreciative of it. So thank you very much.
Mr. Daniel Bonta is our next. Did I say that correct, Mr. Dan? Banton. I did. Bonta. Okay. Now it's funny. I've been going to his shop. I remember the first time we were going to Atlantic City, about 1980 something. Our dad was like, "Okay, what do you guys want to eat?" He said, "We want a cheesesteak." From that Sunoco down on 2nd Street. They make good sandwiches. Then from then, you know, the relationship goes on beyond that, golf and a lot of different things. But before I get into this, Mr. Bonta, he's a wonderful man and does a lot of great things for the community of Chester, Pennsylvania. So, Mr. Daniel Bonta was born and raised in the city of Chester, Pennsylvania, and after attending Resurrection Elementary and a year at St. James High School, his family moved to Bethel Township to complete high school and then technical school training. Dan has always worked in the city of Chester. His first job was delivering newspapers in his local neighborhood on the west end of Chester. He then worked with his father in the waste disposal business, and now, for the past 25 years, has owned and operated B&S Daily Sunoco at 2nd and English Streets in Chester. Dan has always been involved in the local community, from supplying food and beverages for many of the local nonprofits, as well as religious organizations and donations to the local library and Boys and Girls Club of Chester, Pennsylvania. He's a member of Delaware County Sheriff Reserve Unit, Chester Business Association, Masonic Temple member of 312 Union. Dan has been married to his wife, Patricia, for 24 years, and they have a son, Kyle. Without further ado, Mr. Daniel Bonta.
I have to say a few words. couldn't help himself.
I have to say something about this gentleman here. I found words few, but I'm gonna struggle with these. He is one of the most caring, giving men that I've ran across in a long time. Went to him when we first started our dream and said, Dan, this is what we're doing. He said, Bernard and his wife Patricia, we'll support you. And they have supported us in all of our endeavors. And I have to thank him very, very much, Dan.
Thank you. Thank Bernard and C.B.S. Inc. for all the good things that they've done. It's all about the kids. And we do for the kids, they can do for others, and it's going to be a better world. Thank you.
Came into our lives at a time when God took an angel from us. And that angel was Cardi. And she came at a time when it was so much voidness, and she came and she not only lifted myself, but also our family. And I'm talking about Miss Pauline M. Samuels, MD. She does so much for others in her private practice that she reminds me so much of my wife. She's giving, she's caring, and she's funny. And she carried all these here different sides of my late wife. And I looked at her and I said, God took one angel and blessed me with another one. So what I would like to do is to present Miss Pauline Samuels, who now Miss Pauline M. Samuels, MD, currently practicing medicine in Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania, and have been for 17 years. She received her education at Thomas D. D'Erica McGee Catholic School in Montreal, her Bachelor of Science degree in biochemistry from Concordia University, Montreal, Canada. Received medical education from St. John's University and University of Western in Ontario, Canada, with internship residence program at Mercy Fitzgerald General Hospital, Darby, PA. Special interest in diabetes, hypertension, hyperlipidemia, and hypertension, understanding the disease process and improving the disease, the lives, and the well health of the community. With no further ado, Ms. Pauline M. Samuels. I'm in denial.
Oh, God.
I got your glasses.
I'm in denial.
Well, it's a pleasure again to serve the community, and I thank C.B.S. United for this great award. I'll continue to serve as a full servant to everyone who needs my help, and of course, continue my charitable work to the community at large. Thank you again.
Sun Oil Company, 1968, 1982. Small business owner slash operator, 1982, president. Accomplishments. Prior to joining the Air Force, Mr. Pedrick's career began while attending high school. He served each year as a class officer, started and captained his high school's golf team, and was the managed editor of the school newspaper. During his 8-year Air Force experience, Mr. Pedrick completed his formal education, developed his technical computer skills, and gained hands-on experience in the food and beverage industry. His 15 years at Sun Oil Company included progressive business and marketing management positions. In 1982, Mr. Pedrick started his own computer company building business systems for a variety of businesses. Owner and operator, he also was the owner and operator of Lobster Pot restaurant located in Media, PA. Mr. Pedrick is also the president of this country club, but and he can speak to it. But when we have our diabetes awareness programs and initiative that we do, Mr. Harry, as we call him, he was the first one there. He's at every one, and he's talking to people, and he's educating people on diabetes, how to live with it, how to manage it, how to overcome it. This is also what he is about, and this is why he is the recipient of the Incarcerating Black World Community Leadership Award. So without further ado, Mr. Harry D. Pedrick Jr.
No, you're a great man.
About 3 years ago, my friend and Bernard's friend, Mr. Yuki Washington, gave me a call on the telephone. He said, I want you to meet a gentleman. He might be looking to play golf. Send him to me. It was Bernard. Bernard came in with his dreadlocks, scared the bejesus out of me, and we began a conversation. You meet a lot of acquaintances. It's hard to find true friends. What impressed me the most about that first interview is he told me he lost his wife. He told me his mission in life was to take care of his boys. And since that time, these two young fellas and their father are truly friends of mine, and I respect what they do, and I will help them till the day I die.
Before we continue and move on, I'd like to recognize two people in the audience. My mom's siblings, our elder sister, Miss Norma Jordan. Please stand and please stand. And my uncle Lawrence Clements. Please stand. People on the spot right now, but I would like both of them to come up and just say a few words to reflect on, just briefly, of what their younger sister meant to them and the community service and leadership that she provided for the city of Chester. If you met. Sorry for putting you guys on the spot. I'm sorry.
You don't mind. You don't mind. She ready to go. I know she's ready to go. Go ahead, man.
Oh, see, she's still pulling the oldest card. You see that?
Hello? Well, my sister, she touched so many lives in her 35 years. And, you know, we were just happy, you know, that she went into the education field and was able to help every, you know, children so much, and even the parents. She helped a lot of parents too. We were really proud of her, and her 35 years meant so much to the Chester Upland School District. And we're just glad that she was a member of our family for the years that she was here. And we loved her very much and miss her very much. I'll give it over to my sister. She's the public speaker.
I'd like to say good evening to everyone, and we're very grateful to all of you coming out tonight. We would like to congratulate all of the honorees for your community leadership awards, and I'm sure they're all very deserving. And Cardi would be very ecstatic also, because she liked giving back to those that did well in the community, and especially anything for children. As my brother stated, we're very proud of our sister. We really didn't realize how many lives that she had touched until the day of her homegoing. And because she was just our baby sister. But she was a very caring person. And even though she was younger, she always said I was her hero, but she was also mine. And we do miss her very, very much. Sometimes it's very hard to believe that she is gone, but we have wonderful memories of her. Everyone does not have that, and we have to be truthful about that, but we do. We love her very much, and we're very proud, Bernard and the boys, for the works that they're doing. I'm sure she would be very pleased for it. So again, we thank you so much for attending tonight, and may God bless you all.
Moving right along, we're going to move on to Mr. Dennis M. Jackson, Sr., my insurance agent. Mr. Dennis Maurice Jackson, Sr. was born in Chester, Pennsylvania. He is the youngest of 14 children born to the late Lucius and Essie Clemens Jackson. Dennis attended Chester Public Schools and Chester High School, where he graduated in 1979 and earned first team All Del Val A as a point guard. Dennis earned his B.S. in Business Administration from Mansfield University of Pennsylvania and a Master's of Science in Taxation from Philadelphia University in December of 1997. Dennis worked 2 years as a substitute teacher and adult education instructor at Chester Upland School District before embarking on a career in insurance with State Farm Insurance Company in 1993. Dennis's career began as a claim rep in the Ben Salem CSO and Concordsville regional office until 1998. Dennis was promoted to accounting supervisor for PA Region, overseer employee compensation and agency compensation departments. Dennis began the agency career track program in September of 2000 and successfully completed the agency intern training program in April of 2001. On May 1st, 2001, Dennis opened his State Farm Insurance Agency in the Mayfair section of Philadelphia. Dennis holds licenses in property and casualty, life and health, Series 6 and 63 to sell financial security products. Dennis is also a human certified agent. Dennis is a registered representative with State Farm BP Management Corporation. Dennis has been a member of Agents Training Seminar since 2003. It is the largest African American agent study group in the country, which meets yearly in a different state. State or stat? State. Dennis is a 2006 agency development graduate class number 8. And he is also a member of the Great Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. I just had to point that out. Without further ado, Mr. Dennis M. Jackson, Sr.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure. First, giving honor to God and to all assembled. It's indeed a pleasure and honor to be chosen for the Carcerane Blackwell Community Leadership Award. And one of the reasons why it's so special to me because she is my blood, my first cousin. And we share a lot of memories. But this goes full circle for me because when I was teaching in the Chester Upland School District, I had the honor of having both of my cousins, her sons, in my class in Showalk. And at that time, I didn't know what the young men would become, but I knew what kind of blood was running through their veins. And true to form, just like their mother, they went on to college in Westchester and were standouts in academics as well as athletics. When you talk about a leadership award, most people think the leader is the person who stands out front and gets all the accolades. But the reality is that a leader is a servant. You're the person who puts everything on the line. You're the person who sacrifices everything to make sure things go well. But you also have to have courage under fire. Because as a leader, some say leaders are born, but leaders can be developed by watching other people, which we now call mentors. I was fortunate to have 13 of them, including 2 parents, being the last of 14 children. So I can't really take credit for a lot of things that I have become because these were the things that were instilled in us from birth. Academics is what Cardi stood for. One of the other great things I like too is that my niece Sharina also won the math award at Chester High School, and Cardi, she was into the math department. So we have to get back to believing that our family members are an extension of us as leaders. When you think about families like the Kennedys, what made each person want to serve? It was something that, the family asked them to do and something that they believed they had to do. So just like all the recipients tonight who were honored, in some form or fashion, I'm sure there were nights and days that they sacrificed away from their family to do the jobs that they have done and to be in a position to help others less fortunate. As a State Farm agent, I get opportunity every day to help people in that manner. So it is indeed a pleasure to be one of the first recipients. It's a great honor that it's in the name of my cousin Carcerane Blackwell, and that her sons and her husband Bernard have taken the manner to keep her legacy alive in the Chester community. There are some great things in the Chester community. I'm a product of Chester, and I'm glad that my cousin took the time to spend 35 years there to help others become great. Thank you very much.
We have a family club called the Proud Family. We just heard about your recognition not too long ago, but we would like to give you a token of love and say that we're very proud of you with your work, and that may God bless you to continue to do so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We have one more award to give out. We have one more recipient who is worthy of Community Leadership Award, who is not mentioned in this program, but it's sort of a surprise. So, and like I told you before we started, we were going to get out of here before 8 o'clock. So, Dan, I kept my promise to you. Go ahead, Dan, you started out.
This person, oh boy, this person is deep. It's a person that has so much love. He showed it to Sharif, Suni, and I at a time when we had nowhere else to go. And he opened his doors to us. And he said, in other words, to us, what's mine I share with you. I'm gonna step back off of that one, and I'm gonna let Sharif go on.
Let me right up, right on the, come on, let's do it. All right, I got it. Oh yeah, like my dad said, we met him at a time, you know, we were pretty down, we were grief-stricken. Come to find out, he went through the same thing. He was able to relate to my dad, losing a wife, and he was able to relate to my brother and I, losing his parents at a young age. And like my dad said, you know, ever since then, he just always welcomed us. And he was like, mi casa, su casa. My house is your house. Anytime we ever come to his office, come on in. Everybody know who we are. Hey, how you doing, how you doing? Hold on, I'll let them know you're here. Come on, it was like, it was our office too. It's just, I don't know, we met his family, you know, everything clicked. Like my brother said, he doesn't know he's getting this award, but he's done a lot of things, not only in the community, but in the nation. Like he's done a lot of different things. I don't know if you want me to like put his stuff out there, but he's a great accountant. I'll just leave it at that. He's a great accountant. All right, my brother saying save him some, so I'm gonna pass it on to my brother.
What can I say? What can I say? Piggyback off of what my father and my brother said. This man is tremendous, but throughout all his success, he's a very humble individual. Whenever we get together, you know, we just, you know, talk about things. But the one thing that amazes me about him is that he comes from practically nothing. And I'm not saying that in a demeaning way, but meaning that he grew up poor in North Philadelphia, and he worked his way up. He worked his way up, worked his way up, worked his way up, and he saw something. And he taught us a lot of things. And I know he helped change my way of thinking when it comes to business and a lot of other things, but staying focused and also making sure that you don't lose that balance of family as well as taking care of business. But words can't say how much Mr. Stephen Ratner means to the Blackwell family. He really means a lot. This right here, C.B.S. United Incorporated, Long nights in the office, I tell you, long nights. But he stuck with us, and this conversation turned into reality. So without further ado, Mr. Stephen Radner, please come up and receive the award. As you guys see, he's shaking his head. What are you guys doing? So we had to.
This is my family. This turned out to be my family. These are great people. They've been through, we've walked in the same shoes. My life experiences have been very similar to theirs. And you meet only a few people in life that are just fabulous, that you want to be around, that you want to be a part of, that you love, and you want them to grow and look around and listen to what everybody else said before me. This is a family, and I'm glad to be a part of your family. So I've been able to dance, not as well as they do, at a wedding. And it's a privilege. I consider it a privilege every time they walk into my office with their smiles, and this family has smiles. So I'm a little taken back by this because, as you know, I don't like to be in the forefront. I like to be behind the scenes, as you well know. So thank you. We'll love you. And let's stay together forever. Thanks. Forever. I'm jealous of the dreadlocks.
But before we close out, I would like to also recognize a part of the Taylor family that came out. My mother worked with these two extraordinary women who served in the Chestnut School District as well. Math and the tutoring program, summer program, night school programs. I mean, they were a posse. So we would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for coming out and always supporting the Taylor family. Hold on, how did I do? 7:21 with time to spare. All right, so that concludes the recipients award ceremony, but as you can see, there's still a lot of food left. There's a cash bar. We can sit and still mingle and meet other people. And Mr. Jackson, you have some things for our guests here today. Would you just like to come up and just kind of explain what to do? We actually want to give these things out, but we want to actually make sure you know what it is that we are giving you.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's just a small token of my appreciation for the C.B.S. United. What I have is just a small planner and also some hot and cold insulated bags that you can use at a picnic or just taking food around. So just something as a token of my appreciation to the C.B.S. United group.
And we thank you.
Thank you.
And in closing, we thank you so much from the Blackwell Hearts and Cardi.
Hold on, Dad, we're not done yet.
Oh, excuse me.
We are closing, but I just know how to close one way. I mean, we're here, I feel like we're here because of my mother. So whatever you got in your hand, whatever drink you have, I want this toast to her. To Love Bug.
Thank you.
Thank you. And as you guys see our slogan, we definitely promise, and it is our word, that we will continue to inspire and uplift the lives of others while leading by example. God bless everybody. Once again, congratulations. And we wish everybody safe travels home and get back the way that you came. God bless.